If you're about to go to bed right now, do not watch this.
Rumors of Satanism in the music industry are decades old.
My hand just started writing. I almost leapt out of my seats. I mean, these are direct quotes.
It is music that by even the act of listening to it, you are participating in a satanic ritual.
I am being guided by some other power. I don't know what it is.
I've been in rooms at the top of the top, which albums are prayed over demonically.
Yo, what's good? We're back with another one.
It's showtime.
At last night's Grammys, they, as Smith now prefers to be called, identified as Satan.
Katy Perry performs Dark Horse at the Grammys.
Blood Sneakers. Lil Nas X's collaboration with art collective Mischief. The 666 pair of sneakers feature gold pentagrams, inverted crosses, as well as human blood inside the sole.
Some have dubbed this performance as a satanic worship service on primetime live broadcast television. And guys, rumors of Satanism in the music industry are decades old. For example, in the 1930s, guitarist Robert Johnson supposedly sold his soul to the devil. According to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, legend has it that Robert Johnson met the devil at a crossroads and gave him his soul in exchange for mastery of the guitar, which is, in my mind, not a good deal. Steeped in mystery, killed mysteriously, his legend eclipsed only by his skill, Robert Johnson may be the first ever rock star.
Robert Johnson's story is actually really interesting, and his music's amazing.
It's because he sold his soul, bro.
Because rock is completely Dionysian, degenerate, insanity music. Because the way it appeared was in the 60s, where you had a lot of people taking LSD and f***ing each other out like animals in the middle of fields and stuff like that. You know, Jim Morrison from Blur, just actively Nietzsche reader, literally pretended he was Dionysus. Their whole goal was to subvert the moral order of America. They wanted to subvert Christian America and create a new society and a new world which is based on new values. They were trying to do a return to paganism. And that created rock music. And rock music is sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Like, that's what it was premised on.
It's probably why it was so successful.
They did make it sound pretty good.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers were a huge rock band in the 1980s, touring the world and having influence over millions of impressionable minds. Minds that were being shaped by Aleister Crowley's trio of Do What Thou Wilt, as the phrase lives in the heart of rock music. The Red Hot Chili Peppers openly showed the world that they were followers of Crowley's Do What Thou Wilt lifestyle, and with their hit album Blood Sugar X Magic, this is exactly what we saw. Very similar to the next superstar we're going to be talking about, David Bowie. David Bowie originally became famous in the late 1960s and early 1970s after releasing his hit record, Space Oddity. He would go on to have a long, luxurious music career from then on. Just like we saw with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, David Bowie also was an occultist who praised Aleister Crowley with his music. Bowie was openly telling the world that he's a Masonic puppet, and most people at that time had no idea. Even until the very last days of his existence, he was pushing occultic-themed videos for his millions of followers. Bowie seemed to have known that he was soon to be expired and decided to show the world one last ritual in his music video for Black Star. Black Star is one of the most occultic music videos I have seen in my life, and the first few times I viewed it, it made me very uncomfortable.
I think it's more of a fuck the system kind of thing, and not really devil worshipping.
Bro, did you learn anything from the last episode?
Yeah, we just did an episode on Aleister Crowley. Check it out.
Every single kid whose case we know about, who committed a violent act in Satan's name was also into heavy metal music. What's your response to that, Oz?
Well, I don't really know. All I do is make music, you know. I don't sit down and purposely plan to freak everybody out. I mean, I always have played heavy metal music. I suppose when I was younger and I started writing songs, my world was kind of dark and dingy, you know. I came from a working class family who had nothing, no dough, no prospect of ever having much money. And so that's how I saw the world as a charm. So, well, not all my songs are about Satanism.
It's mad to actually hear him speak coherently.
He was probably still tripping balls, bro.
And the Rolling Stones, you'll see the quote on the screen from Keith Richards, who wrote songs. He said, songs, yeah, they think you wrote it. So the Rolling Stones, famous rock band, people think they wrote their songs. He says, really, you are just a medium, like being at a seance.
Yep.
Songs come to me en masse. I didn't do anything except to happen to have been awake when it arrived. So he was very clear also that the origins of his music were not in his own creative capacity. He says, people think I wrote my songs. Not so. Same thing with Jimmy Page and Robert Plant of Led Zeppelin. They said that they received the song Stairway to Heaven, the most played song in radio history at one point at least, and they said that my hand just started writing. I almost leapt out of my seats. I mean, these are direct quotes where they say their hand just started writing and it startled them, and they received that song, that they did not compose that song.
I'm not religious, but I do think that when you're improvising on an instrument or you're being creative in general, that you're kind of channeling something. I don't know what that is, but if you're religious, you could kind of say that whatever your intentions are would decide what you're channeling, like good or evil, I guess.
They're channeling Satan, bro.
Drake finally admitted that a demonic spirit is using him to make his music. In this video, he talks about his process on songwriting and recording, and he finally exposes what spirit he's operating under.
I can put in the maximum amount of effort. I can use all my heart and my soul, in my writing. But at the end of the day, I am being guided by some other power. I don't know what it is.
Let's take a look at what power is guiding him to make his music.
Give a about your mob, boy. I'm the real 6 guy, boy. But really the truth is you're scared of the 6. Yeah, you're scared of the 6. Yeah, you're scared of the 6. Behind closed doors, a lot of 6 God worshiping. Devil's working overtime. Voodoo spells put on my life. But if the devil's in the details, then I'm satanic.
It's clear that this other power that's guiding him to make music is Satan. In Ecclesiastes 7:5, it says this: "It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear a song of fools." Music is very spiritual, and if you're following Jesus Christ, but still letting satanic hymns permeate your subconscious mind, you are willingly surrendering to the enemy in this spiritual battle that we're fighting.
Drake has got a few bangers.
Yeah, they got smoked by Kendrick, bro.
There was a song exclusively written by Satan himself. Some of you may know this song, but more so the older school folks. It came out in 1973, and it's called I Write the Songs, sung by Barry Manilow. If you have not heard this song, you would not believe how eerily outright written this was. Okay, let's break this down a little bit. I've been alive forever, and I wrote the very first song. Lucifer was the music. God created Lucifer to create music. Music was created even in him. It came out of him. It was, completely flourished by him. He was the start of music because of God. I put the words and the melodies together. I am music and I write the songs. And then we go into the chorus. I write the songs that make the whole world sing. I write the songs of love and special things. I write the songs that make the young girls cry. I write the songs. I write the songs. This is verse 2. My home lies deep within you, and I've got my own place in your soul. Now when I look out through your eyes, I'm young again, even though I'm very old. He is spiritual. He's a spirit. And this is the very last line of the song, the outro. I am music, and I write the songs. Can you say eerie? Can you say Lucifer?
That song could have just been about music in general.
Come on, bro.
If you're about to go to bed right now, do not watch this. So there are some songs, and when you play them backwards, there are some dark, hidden satanic messages in them. The first one I'm going to show you is Stairway to Heaven. You might have already heard it. But the second one I'm going to show you is a song by Beyoncé, and when you play it backwards, it's just super creepy. Watch this.
It's just a sprinkling for the May Queen. Yes, there are 2 paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change. Here's my good baby.
People still do that now with MP3s.
Yeah, bro. Just need to reverse it on a computer.
Did you know that if you listen to Billie Eilish songs in reverse, there's evil hidden messages? For example, this song normally sounds like this. I reversed the audio and you won't believe how it sounds now.
Damn, bro. We got rickrolled.
For fuck's sake, Ted.
So we know how we just think music is just music. Well, Zena Levy thinks different.
Music, we
attention now.
Make music for a purpose. It's not just background music, or it's not just, fluffy, light stuff.
This is not elevator satanic. It's ritualistic music. It is music that by even the act of listening to it, you are participating in a satanic ritual.
By listening to, so if I put this on and listen to it, I'm participating. But you're a listener. I'm asking you, how does it make you feel?
It's very stirring. It's very emotionally charged. You can't listen to this music and say you don't feel something, because you do. I'm sure you would probably feel either hate or fear or rage or something.
Wow, that's interesting. So this music makes you feel a certain type of way? Wow, sounds like the side effect of listening to 440 Hertz music. Yeah, it would seem to make people anxiety and nervousness and aggressiveness go up. Then she said about listening to the music, you're taking a part in the ritual? Very, very interesting. Now let's try an experiment. Go to your favorite song, go bar for bar, and see if you can attach one of these 7 deadly sins to a bar. It's gonna change your mind about music. But y'all let me know what y'all think about if y'all listening to this music, y'all participating in the satanic ritual.
That's Anton LaVey's daughter, bro.
Yeah, we should do a whole episode on them.
The demonic side of the music industry is very real too. The way the industry has the ruling over music. Now, of course, not all music is bad. By all means, it's not. But majority of it there is to take you away from Christ. 100% take you away from Christ.
In terms of the lyrics, is that what you mean? Or do you mean the industry itself, people, the big players in the industry?
Both, lyrically, and both big players. Both. I've been in rooms at the top of the top, which albums are prayed over demonically. Music is prayed over demonically. That goes out to the world, goes out to the radio stations, goes out to the public. And when you see that stuff and know that stuff, it's frightening.
What do you mean by that, Shane, prayed over demonically?
So, rituals, ceremonies, everything to bring, to give light to the devil, to Satan. It's a satanic music industry. That's majority of what it is.
Do you mean figuratively, or do you mean literally you've been in...
Literally, yes. For all your Sam Smiths, to your Dojo Cats, to your Beyoncés, they are so demonic, it's unbelievable. And we can't, it's in front of us. And it's something that we kind of go, oh, it's just music. But it really isn't.
Who was that guy, Ted?
He was in Boyzone, bro. They were huge.
One of the things I wish I didn't know about the music industry is the fact that it's been told to me that demons are conjured a lot of times to create hit records.
Dang.
Yeah. A lot of these top executives are witches and warlocks, and they do a lot of strange things behind closed doors to conjure up these hit records. I've heard so many weird stories about records, before they go to mastering, they do rituals on some of these records without even some of these artists even knowing about it. Yeah, they take their albums to a room where they do sacrifices, where they do rituals, incantations, chants, all kinds of things, where they conjure up jinns, demons, even Lucifer himself.
Fucking hell.
From what I've been told. So a lot of these big hit records that we hear on the radio or saw on TV all day long weren't just because they were catchy tunes. They had spirits attached to them. Energies, entities attached to them. Channeled through sacrificial incantations and chants and secret rooms, oftentimes in the same building where the record label is located.
The MTV building in Toronto was a Masonic Temple, bro.
What? Is it still there?
Yeah, bro. But it's a theatre now. Look, bro, it's a Masonic Temple.
This is the MTV building.
Yeah, bro, look. They had a secret room for the rituals, bro.
It looks like a normal meeting room.
You'll know it when you see it, bro.
Imagine how many record contracts have been signed in there. How's this a Masonic temple?
Told you, it's a theater now, bro. This is it, bro, look.
Oh shit.
Told you, bro.
Can't believe the MTV building was a Masonic temple.
Illuminati, bro.
Bizarre update in the YSL trial involving Atlanta rapper Young Thug. Well, his attorneys filed a motion claiming that his co-defendant, Shannon Stillwell, was arrested, quote, while in the midst of a religious ceremony which involved supposed to sacrifice of goats. Stillwell faces several charges, including murder. This new motion was filed to exclude this evidence from the trial.
What the fuck is going on?
Illuminati have good lawyers, bro.
It's a level of success where it's a door. When you platinum and you're getting 50,000 a show, I've been there. There's a door that you could walk in. I'm not sure if it's homo or if it's Illuminati. I just didn't take that though. I went straight. What do you mean? Listen, when you get to a level of success, when you're getting 30, 40, 50,000 a show, you platinum, you running across the world. There's 3 different doors, right? There's 3 different ways to walk. To the left, there's to the right, and then there's straight. Straight is you're on your own. Let's see if you continue this success, young man. Let's see if it's all about your skills, young man. Let's really see that when you went straight. To the right, I'm not sure if that's the home shit right there. And then there's to the left, I'm not sure if there's some sacrifice going on right there. I'm not sure because I went straight. But I was offered these doors. Since you were offered? I'm saying that to the right when I seen it, those was those guys over there. I just chose to go straight, and I haven't been platinum since.
I bet one of them doors leads to Puffy's house.
Yeah, bro. They have to get him Cambodian breast milk.
I've been to a couple Diddy parties. Now, I'm risking a lot by saying this because I know as soon as I say that, all the assumptions are gonna come in and if I don't say evil things were taking place, then I'm covering for them. And if I do say evil things were taking place, then I'm one of them ones like, yeah, Lecrae, expose it. You know what I'm saying? Here's what I'll say. There are people who will test you. There are people who will see how far your limits are. And if you're willing to take a step, then they'll take 2. And this is what I'll say, and I won't say whose party I was at or what party, but this is a crazy situation. What I will say is that one particular party, lots of big names, there was an artist there who said, hey, Lecrae, around 1 a.m., make sure you're not here. And I was like, what? You just don't want to be here at 1 in the morning. And I was like, now my pride kicked in like, yo, you don't know me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can handle myself. Like, I'm not some little church boy who ain't never seen nothing. Like, I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you talking about? I started going upstairs. And on my way upstairs, there's like this couch. I won't say how the couch is designed because then that may give away whose party and whose house this was. There was a couch, and on the couch, I saw a couple of guys really going at it, hard and heavy. And man, and I was like, oh, my brain, I'm thinking, well, this celebrity party, people do what they do. As I started moving upstairs, I passed them up, and I noticed that it wasn't just those 2 guys, it was more and more people just going at it. I was like, okay, it's time for me to roll.
We need to look who was above him, really.
They're all too distracted with the elections, bro.
In 2019, the Pentagon's Psychological Operations Unit spoke about turning Taylor Swift into an asset during a NATO meeting. a psyop for combating online misinformation. Now I'm going to show you this clip, but before I do so, I want you to ask yourself a couple questions. How does someone get so popular that her last tour outweighs the GDP of 50 countries? Then I want you to ask yourself this: who is she dating? Well, some call him Mr. Pfizer because he's all over the commercials, and now he's one of the most popular athletes of all time.
Oh, snap.
And coincidentally, we're about to see both of their faces a lot during the most viewed event in television history.
You came in here wanting to understand how you just go out there and counter an information operation. But the idea is that social influence can help encourage or promote behavior change, so potentially as a peaceful information operation. I include Taylor Swift in here because she's she's fairly influential online person. I don't know if you've heard of her.
You think Taylor Swift is working with the Pentagon?
Yeah, bro. She's a Satanist.
Oh man, it all makes sense with the rumors that are being put out by Usher. Do you know who that is? We'll get to who she is here in a second, but just wait. Oh, it's definitely starting to make sense. As you can see, this is A$AP Rocky right here, right? It's definitely starting to make sense. As you can see, that's the Migos right there. I think we're missing one of those members, right? This is Mrs. Michelle Lamy, and I'm sure this picture right here tells 1,000 words in itself, right? And this is A$AP Rocky's wife, Rihanna. If this photo in itself doesn't tell you that there's some weird shit going on, I really don't know what will. But this lady right here has a lot of controversy behind her name. But as you can see, Michelle Lamy is a French culture and fashion figure. She's been a clothing designer, a performer, film producer, and more, and is the wife of none other than Rick Owens. Does anybody know who Rick Owens is? Because God, once you dig a little deep, you can't stop digging. And then you start to find things that you really thought you would never find in the first place. But the fact that Usher is heavily associated with this woman just tells me everything I need to know.
So who's Rick Owens?
Bro, let's do an episode on him.
Alright, if music wasn't crazy enough, here is Cardi B admitting that her music activates demons. Hear for yourself.
These songs are activating like his demons. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that girl anymore. I just want to be a mugger. I'm saying, like, I don't want to be that A party anymore. I left that lifestyle a long time ago, bro. Like,
The devil has always used music as a subversive tool to destroy God's people.
It's hard to have sympathy for him, really.
Yeah, fuck him, bro.
The Grammy Awards earlier on in the year, Sam Smythe quite literally shocked the world with one of the most demonic performances we have ever seen on live television. Performing his song Unholy, it looks like he tried to give us a depiction of what hell looks like. With him in devil horns, the whole set on fire, women in cages. I mean, it just doesn't get any more demonic than that. Next, we have Lil Uzi Vert at Rolling Loud, where he even wore a satanic belt with pentagrams on it, is playing these gory murder scenes in the background of whatever the heck that movie was. And to top that all off, he debuted his song where he said he made a city girl believe in Satan. And whenever The Weeknd went on tour this year, there was always a common theme. His dancers would be dressed in these hooded gowns, dancing around this demonic-looking robot thing. And whenever that figure wasn't there, they would be dressed up in red, doing it under the moon. People who attended these concerts just said that there was a very dark vibe. I mean, not to mention, he literally flashed the word Satan at one of his concerts.
If you go into a concert like that, like, how are you not questioning what's going on?
The Illuminati are winning, bro.
You're gonna do a lot to get there, like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil.
that's how I got introduced to the music industry. I swear I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music. Yeah. Well, it didn't work out, and so I slowly spoke to the devil. Well, needless to say, sold my soul. I swear to Lucifer.
Why is your hand over your eye?
Because I'm a devil worshiper. What are we talking about?
Well, there's a crazy boy who lives in me. He says the things that I don't want to say. He threatens to beat people. He's violent.
At some point you gotta question if he's a joke or not.
They're all Satanists, bro.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Celebrities who have sold their souls for their careers and paid the price.
That's most of them, bro.
Katy Perry has admitted that she did sell her soul to the Dark Lord. This enabled her to sell 11 million records worldwide and earn 3 Guinness World Records. Miley Cyrus has indeed mentioned feeling like she compromised her artistic integrity by creating pop music. Her album Bangers caused quite a stir, but she also faced repercussions. Her subsequent album, Younger Now, was considered a commercial disappointment. Lady Gaga admitted that she had donated her soul to the light and claimed that it was a very real experience, and she had been trading with the devil in exchange for music talent, but for years she had been fighting the dark forces of her body.
You know, people in the comments say you sound like Miley Cyrus.
Nah, bro, I don't sound like her. The journey is usually the part that you remember anyways.
You sound exactly like her, mate.
Shut up, bro. Everyone in the comments says you sound like KSI.
This guy, Mo, you always put this guy in to try and make me laugh. Not today, saying.
Fucking leave it. I don't sound nothing like him.
Bro, there's a guy in the comments who says our channel's a psyop.
Demonic-looking statues of Kid Cudi are appearing all over the world. This right here is in Paris, it's also New York, and they just arrived to the docks of Long Beach and Manhattan Beach. The statues appear to be 33 feet long, and around his neck is a chain with the face of Jesus Christ on it like he wears in real life. If you remember, not too long ago, Doja Cat did the same thing. These artists and record labels, whoever's in charge of this, are going to new lengths so that we can idolize these artists. I understand this is marketing for their new albums, but this is just going too far.
Kanye tried to warn everyone, bro.
Maybe he's not mad after all.
Nah, he's still crazy, bro.
There's an interview that he feels as though his music is now devil's music.
I heard you say with your pastor that you felt like you were making devil's music.
Yeah, because you're such a, I love it. But I got to a point where I was always letting that play magazine that I found when I was 5 years old have an effect on my music. Couldn't never be 100% everything it could be, because I had to add that in always. And it got to the point where literally I went from Jesus Walks to You're Such a Hoe, I Love It. Oh, I bet you the devil was happy on that day. And where that record went straight to what? Number one, quick.
His handler told him to blame it on Playboy magazines, bro.
I don't know, mate. It kind of seems like he's trying to expose the industry.
Yeah, contracts. There was a contract. Now it's later been amended, but Victory Boy that signed to Rock Nation. A line inside of the contract that I'm sure Jay-Z and Beyoncé never saw was, it said that Victory would not be able to sing about Christ or be able to sing about God in the contract. Rhythm and blues was the first step of taking God out of the people, because we had gospel. Aretha Franklin had gospel.
Yeah. So you can rap or sing about Satan, but not God.
Imagine what's on the contracts they make you sign in blood.
I don't know what kind of dark energy is going on during Lana Del Rey's concert, but someone just went to one of her concerts not too long ago and showed us the pictures that he took. Now, before I show you those pictures, Lana actually responded to someone calling her out for putting witchcraft in her concerts, and this is what she said. I know the Bible verse for verse better than you do. P.S. You're giving off super gremlin energy, not in a good way. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, she is openly into witchcraft. In fact, when Trump was running for president, she invited all of her followers on Twitter to hex him. And I don't know what goes down during witchcraft, but she said all of the ingredients can be found online at the stroke of midnight. Now, when this man was at this concert I was talking about, he said that every single picture he tried to take, the faces of all the dancers and Lana Del Rey was very distorted. Now, I take this with a grain of salt because he was probably sitting far, and that's just the way cameras work sometimes. But he said overall the vibes were weird. He said there was someone in the crowd screaming at Lana for her to kill. I mean, we all remember what happened in Mexico. It looked like a wave of energy just knocked everyone over extremely fast. A lot of people said it was a domino effect, but I mean, I don't know how people just fall that fast all of a sudden.
Damn, them people went flying.
It was a powerful ritual, bro.
Hollywood is actually controlled by the Illuminatis. It's absolute satanic. Some guy comes from America, or he is a rapper, or he's a celebrity. The whole world goes and they pay big money just to see and watch nonsense, evilness. Hollywood was established for one thing, to brainwash humanity and take it away from God. Believe me, believe me, believe me. It was made for one reason, to brainwash millions upon millions upon millions of young men and women and take them away from the true divine God, because you have no idea. Music, my beloved, entertainment, comes and enters through the back door of your imagination. It's a form of hypnosis.
You know, crazy shit goes on in Hollywood, mate.
Bro, it's called Hollywood because a witch is wand is made out of Hollywood. But we'll have to save that for next time.
1 sec, Ted, I just want to say something quick. You guys have been so great. We're super happy about everything, like the fact that you're enjoying the show, the interactions, all the comments you're leaving, everyone in the chat. What's up, guys? And yeah, we couldn't be happier, honestly. It really means the world to us. And just keep letting us know, keep letting us know in the comments what you like. Let us know what you don't like, if there's something you want to change. Some people have suggested that the subtitles get annoying. If that's the case, let us know. Maybe we'll put it up for a vote or something, We respond to everyone in the comments, and we want to really try and keep it that way, because we're trying to build a community. We love you guys, So thank you, sincerely. Alright, Ted, now you can dance. And as always, thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.